Wow. Sure is beautiful out here, huh, Fred? Hey, what are you doing? Those are for the customers, dude. Damn it, Fred. Hello everyone and welcome to Turkmenistan, and what's brought us here today is Skypark by Parallel 42. It's an FS economy that brings us on all kinds of routes around the world. Now today we're going to be delivering some homemade glass bongs and pipes, and we're going to bring them over to Harat, Afghanistan on this route. It doesn't pay too much, but we're just trying to start to get in with the Coyotes, which will there's like a bad and a good side to doing this. So this is our balance. We've done just a few missions, and so far it's been a lot of fun. So we're gonna go ahead and load our glass products.
Okay, Captain, everything wrapped and strapped. Let's go.
Alright, so we're good to go. We can plan the flight and we can add waypoints if we need to. This is just a short route. We're just going to go direct over there, so we can just go ahead and hit fly. But you can load in flight plans, and the UI is really nice with this tablet. I mean, you get a pretty cool 3D view. So with that, we'll go ahead and start heading over to our plane. We're going to take the Cessna Grand Caravan. Try to find a livery that's just a little dirty. Looks like it would be taken in and out of airports like this. Let's go ahead and get it started. We'll turn our avionics on. Wait for the Garmin to boot up. Turn on the beacon light.
TOS system test. Okay.
Open up our fuel tanks. And then we'll just go ahead and turn the ignition and the starter on. And move that condition lever up. Alright, we're on our way to the runway. No markings at this airport. It's kind of a smaller field, almost in the middle of nowhere. I haven't been in the Grand Caravan in a little bit, so nice to get back in this plane. But yeah, I've been having a lot of fun using Skypark. We're going to go into a little more of the details of it once we're up at cruise. But right now it's adding some more fun to a simulator I already enjoy. Alright, let's go ahead and line up. Alright, start throttling up. Up, not too much, not too much. Max out the RPMs. I always do that in this plane. It's very easy to do. Can't wait till I can get my hands on the honeycomb throttle quadrant. So right now I'm using the slider on the joystick, so you don't have a big range of movement or anything. Alright, rotate. Passing, we're going through 70 knots, so it'll go up to about 100. It's amazing to me. It's really beautiful in this part of the world. And what I'm liking about Skypark so far, and I love anything that does this for me, is it's giving me all these route ideas. I mean, I'm doing routes I never even would have thought of doing. You know, I'm usually the one who I go on FlightAware, I see what's in the sky, what routes are being done, and I try to fly like real company routes. And I think this is going to open up a lot of new ideas for me for the channel of these places I've never been to. So I really appreciate that aspect of Skypark in kind of motivating me to try these new places. I'm gonna make a right turn here. I'm using still using the head tracking. I'm actually using the roll axis now, which I didn't like it before, but it's actually really grown on me after doing a lot of DCS carrier pattern work for the carriers. And I don't know, after doing that, I just really like the head roll now, so I think I'll keep using it. It looks good in the sim too. We're gonna go up to 9,000 feet, then we'll put the autopilot on after that, because we do have a little ways to go. This route will take about 50 minutes, so I don't want to hand fly the whole time. But we're getting to check out two areas I don't think I've ever flown in Turkmenistan, and I don't think I've flown in Afghanistan yet, except for maybe when I was demoing the simulator back in August. It looks like we're about to level off at 9,000 feet. I noticed the autopilot is handling everything a lot better than it was, so the updates must be working, which is good to see. I still think these are the best default aircraft of all the sims. This and X-Plane 11 have the best. But yeah, what a nice mesh, even out this way. I wouldn't have expected it. I would have thought it would have been a little less quality, but it looks pretty good. Now that things have settled down and we're at cruise, I can actually show you the tablet. It really has a home screen and everything, which is cool. So how it works is, like, if you're zoomed out over a certain region, you can hit search this region and it'll give you, I think when you're zoomed out, it gives you the longest routes, and those are usually the most paying routes. But then if you zoom in, you know, it'll change. So if we come in here on Brazil, it gives you the shorter routes that are in that isolated area. And I've done this in my hometown, and then you have routes going from your hometown airports to certain places, and it's really cool. And then you're working for two sides, and right now we're trying to work with the Coyotes. I want to get full Coyote and see what kind of routes that offers. A lot of it is drugs and counterfeit materials and just guns and, you know, all the stuff you would think bad guys would do. So I want to get like as full Coyote as I can, and then we'll go back to the good side. As you can see, I've done a few for the good guys, some longer routes, trying to get some good money coming in. The main thing I would like to see is something you can do with this currency that you're earning, and I don't know how you could go about that, because once you start in this, you're already able to use whatever plane you want. If you want your first, after your introduction flight, if you want your first flight to be a 747, you can do that. So the currency kind of goes out for that, you know, as far as spending money on type ratings and buying planes. But it would be nice to be able to do something with that money. I'm just not sure what. But so far I'm really enjoying this. Wow, sure it's beautiful out here, huh, Fred? Hey, what are you doing? Those are for the customers, dude. Damn it, Fred. Well, good thing we're almost there, actually. Still going about 160 knots, but man, look at these mountains. It's so fun. So fun. This is all live weather right now. Alright, so we're now flying over Harat, Afghanistan. I think I've found the runway. It's hard to find it. A lot of these runways, the arrival ones that I've been going to, do not have any SIDs or stars. So you're kind of on your own, but you have good maps. I'm also pairing this up with Sim Toolkit Pro just to log my hours. So that's been helping. And we also have our map display. So you can kind of figure it out. Now, normally, if I was flying into a runway in Afghanistan, I would want to do a flyover just to check for debris and such on the runway, which isn't really simulated, but, you know, depends what you want to simulate. I would do that. I would check the runway out, make sure it's free of obstacles, but with this runway, we don't need to do that today. Looks like it's more in the city, probably well kept. So we're just going to make straight in. We're looking good on the approach. No pappy lights to go off of. So we're just going to keep it a little high.
500.
Got a crosswind, so this will be a nice crosswind landing, you'll see. Trying to get it lined up with the runway, it's actually a little difficult. Alright, cut the power, start rounding out, and give it some rudder. Some right rudder. And there we are. Not my finest landing, as far as keeping it straight on the center line. But not too bad either. Welcome to Harat. Now these tips, these come on, you can probably turn them off, but it's for Skypark. And as you can see, now it's telling us to drop off the handmade glass bongs and pipes to complete. So we're going to go find a suitable parking spot, and we'll unload our cargo, and then we can get paid, completing our first mission for the Coyotes. But I think you guys will like this. This will be a nice theme for the channel when we do routes, is I think to use Skypark and do some interesting ones. But for now, it's going to be a lot of crime and criminal activities on these flights till I can go full that way, and then I'll go full the other way just to see the contrast between the two. So I don't really know where to go. You know, let's go up to that green building right here, and we'll park in front of that. It looks like somewhere we might unload stuff like this. I've been playing too much Call of Duty because I was just looking at that rooftop and I'm thinking, is there a sniper up there? That's how you know you're playing Call of Duty too much. I don't even know why I thought that. Alright, let's pull right here. Looks good, and then we can pull up our tablet. Alright, let's shut our avionics down. Get all the lights. Right, and that prop is coming to a stop. So I think it's safe to unload. Let's go ahead and pull up our tablet and hit deliver. And there you go, we've completed our contract. So that's going to do it for our Skypark video today. Looking forward to doing more of this. Thanks for watching, guys. See you on the next video.